Well, welcome along everybody to tonight's F2 Round 5 event here at Circuit of the Americas. My name's Josh Keeno. I'll be bringing the commentary to you tonight, and we've only got a couple of minutes to wait before we get this one kicked off. But it's an exciting track with lots of fast-flowing sections, so get on the lookout for some slipstreaming and lots of overtakes potentially tonight here in the F2s. It's a close one. We'll go over it very shortly, so hang around. But yeah, not too long to go. Welcome along, Bodex. Two Daddy Gaming, hello. Now we haven't got the nice chat box that we used to have. I changed the color of the text so we could read it a little bit better, but it seems that the little box I had around is gone, so I've got to figure out how to get that box back. But anyway, I was able to code the color out, but I lost the box color. So anyway, the coding is new for me. I'll learn it and figure it out as we go. It has been a long time, Bodex. I don't know, are you spamming that on YouTube? That's a lot of spam. Good to have you here though, buddy. Well, welcome along. We are at COTA, and as well, don't forget, coming up for F1 2020 is the FNL1 eSports F1 Trials. Everybody's welcome to join if you want to join the most professional and the most professionally run as well F1 outfit and F1 League in Oceania. F1 2020. All skill levels are welcomed. You can be either gold, where in the gold professional, where there's going to be no assist simulated damage, you can try out for that, or you can go for the silver or bronze leagues with silver some assist simulated damage, or bronze if you're not quite comfortable, you can go for full assist with reduced damage. And of course, you can be anywhere in between that as well if that's how you're comfortable driving. But let's get back onto the track. It is an exciting one. Now we have got looks like we've got this underway, the qualifying underway. Mad Mickey. Yeah, Bodex, my chat thing is glitched on YouTube. Maybe it was my coding. Maybe my code broke the chat box. So anyway, I'll fix that in just a second, so bear with me. But as we get through this session, True Zola is in second place. Big Cozzo's got the top. And as we see coming in, braking heavily at this hairpin at the end of the second DRS zone. Kank has just managed to push his way forward as we get a few new names. Zola's being pushed up and down. Kank and Zola, look how close these two guys are on track as well. Oh, a bit of a slide. That could give Flo X, who's in fourth, an opportunity to bump his way up. And Big Cozzo, though, he's still holding the lead. Let's see if we can't see the difference between him and Kank. Oh, it's so close. Into the last corner we go now. Big Cozzo gets the apex. Kank looks like he gets a good exit. Who's it going to be? Simo's managed to get his way up forward. It was Cozzo, then it was True Zola, then it was Simo who got ahead of Kank, and then it was Rise in fifth, Blinksworld, Mash Barretto, Peters, Mad Mickey up there. All right, I've got to fix this chat widget. I've broken it with my own code. Looks like I need to go back to the. It looks like I need to go back and have a look at exactly how I broke the code. All I did was put in a command to change the colour, and I've completely just snapped it in two. Well, there it is. There's your one-shot qualifying as it stands. Because I did get the top spot, which is awesome. And Zola, Simo, and Kank. Now let's have a look at the track as well. If you are just joining us, don't forget FNL1 eSports Trials. If you've just joined us, all skill levels are welcome. You've got the gold, silver, and bronze. Don't forget, join the Discord. Link in the description of the video, and sign up there as well. So that I'll be talking about that as well later on tonight. Looks like it's not my code. Looks like the widget itself is absolutely broken. So yeah, no idea why that's happening. But this is the track. We're at COTA tonight. It is 3.425 miles. There's 20 turns. 2 DRS zones, and the detection up before turn 1. Sorry, just up before turn 11, which is interesting. And there's going to be quite a lot of downforce needed to get through here. But it's got its own fast, flowy section. It's got some tricky left-right corners as well. So the guys really have to be on the lookout. Welcome along, Axel. It's good to have you. He's liked the stream. And Pedro Mazan has also hit the like button as well. I've got the everything updating down the bottom for everything. Yeah, the YouTube chat looks like it's tripling everything up. I don't know why. So that is so weird. Now, Bodex is super excited for F1 2020, my team. Patrick Lawsier has liked the stream. Welcome along, Patrick. And also, Axel has sent 50 stars on Facebook. Thank you very much for your huge show of support there, Axel. Hopefully we can entertain you tonight. Now, the formation lap is underway. So we're gonna get to it in just a moment. Now, feature race is up first, so you can see there's different tyre strategies in use. Medium for Big Cozzo there, with the super soft tyres all the way down to Blinksworld, who also chose the medium. So at some point, they're gonna have to go for a pit stop. And then it will be reverse grid from 8th to 1st. For the sprint race, which is immediately after. So there's 2 races tonight, don't forget that. And as well, while we're waiting, if you got F1 2020 on the PS4 for F1 2020 and you're in Australia or New Zealand or in the Oceania region, you want to join the most professional league here, don't forget to join FNL1 eSports. We've got F1 trials coming up. You've got to join the Discord, and further details are available there. And there's a league for everyone, the gold, silver, and bronze leagues. Details on the right-hand side of the screen. But we've got this race about to go. And thank you, Sean. I don't know why YouTube's so bugged out with the chat. I do apologise for that. There's not much I can do about that. Looks like it wasn't my coding. It's just bugged out. Righty. Everybody gets lined up because I will take the field away. Look at that steep drive up the hill into first turn. So you could brake a lot later because of it, but the guys have got to be careful here in this first lap. Cold brakes, cold tyres, a little bit trigger happy maybe. Let's see what happens as we get racing. F2 here at Circuit of the Americas, and we're up and going, and it comes alive with the sound of Formula 2 engines here at Circuit of the Americas. Kank managed to get a spot up one as we get into the braking zone. I think it's been fairly clean through the field, which is good to see. I don't know if at the back there is some, I think Bambi. Oh no! Big accident involving Mad Mickey, Swatter, Peters. Oh, it's been a nightmare start for some of them. Let's have a look at that replay. because that was absolute chaotic and chaos for the F2 at the start. This is how things looked out. How did that happen, actually? As we look down the back, oh, they just got caught up. I think Jetsy just got caught around the front of Mad Mickey and Swatter there, and that's what's caused most of that. Back up to the front, though, it's Kozo leading from Zola, and Kank still in third. Simo trying to get his spot back there. He's just got overtaken by Rise. Look at this, Rise up on the inside of him with no DRS. I think that's 3-1. I think Mash Barretto was just involved. Look at this, these guys darting left and right, trying to block each other. Barretto just caught him behind. It's Blinksworld that was up there with them, so almost 3 wide for a moment. So looks like some super softs are starting to work for some of these guys early on, and they're going to need to do it. Bambi gets a 5-second penalty, and welcome Riken is a god. It's good to have you along. Again, apologies for the chat. Looks like YouTube chat is bugged out tonight. No idea why. But Zola still leads. Kank up into second place, so he's gone from 4th to 2nd on the first lap, which is a fantastic start for him. And Kozo's back down in 3rd. Oh, Kozo's gone wide. Onto the dirty stuff now. He gets back onto the track. And I saw Jetsy and Mash Barretto almost clean wheels. Oh, we've lost some front wingage as well. Oh, it's Kozo. He's gone around. And he's rejoined. I don't know who else was involved in that, but he's gotten up and running pretty quickly. I think it was Simo. Look at all the positions Simo's dropped to. Looks like Simo's back up. Oh, that wasn't... Look at the wing he's missing too, and he's got a full lap of doing that, and that's going to be really hard to do around Circuit of the Americas. Let's have a look. Oh, we just got the edge of it. But yeah, that's where Kozo got back into the action. And this is Simo. Look how hard, and just look at the understeer he's got to deal with now. This is going to be super painful. Well, the YouTube chat is just dead. It's dead in the way that it just keeps repeating. Maybe I can restart the widget. I'll give that a go in a second, guys. I've got BP with me. Good to have you with me, man.
That was a couple of wild incidents. I caught the back end of both of them.
Oh no, we just got Simo back again. I think he got tagged by, it was either Peters or Mad Mickey again. And he's got recovered, but oh yeah, you're not wrong. It was a mad time for everyone.
Yeah, I feel bad for Simo. Koso just lit the rears up on the exit of the final corner, and I'm pretty sure Simo didn't have much place to go.
No, you're right. Simo did that all himself. We saw that in the replay. It was no one's fault but his own, but that's because he's got no wing. So he's going to have to make that early stop pretty quickly.
Oh, I meant at the final corner of the previous lap with Koso.
Oh, so that was all him as well?
No, I mean, didn't have much place to go with Koso lighting the rears up.
No, you're not wrong. Zola and Kank, though, look at this little battle as they drive up towards the first turn. Kank's going to have the advantage with the inside, late braking uphill too, and he gets it done. Blinksworld in chasing, he's down 2 seconds. Look at these two guys go. This is awesome racing between the two of them. Zola out onto the dusty stuff. And that gives Kank the lead of this race on lap number 3. The feature race it's really been, it's lived up to its name already.
Yeah, it's definitely been a feature tonight. A fair bit of a fairly action-packed at the start. And the two super soft guys up front kind of pulling away now.
They are. Well, they need to. Otherwise, that decision to go on the super softs early is wasted. But Blinksworld's done all right. Medium tyre runner. He's up to 3rd right now. He's got a few people on his tail, such as Jetsy, Keeno, and Mash Barretto. And they need to really get around him now. This is Keeno right up behind Jetsy. Don't think he's going to be out. No, he's going to do it. Keeno's got the pace. Jetsy on the back foot. And it was really no contest for Keeno then. Easy done.
DRS.
Yes, that was a DRS zone. I forgot. DRS is activated. 2 DRS zones to use. And this track must be very difficult in the Formula 2s because it's like you said, they tend to understeer. And
yes.
There's lots of lefts and rights sequentially after each other, and that you need to get a good line. Otherwise, if you're offline for the first turn, you're offline for the 5th turn.
Yeah, it's like the F2s. You have to get your line right through the first turn, hit the first apex, then you can really set yourself up. But the third sector is probably more of a killer than these cars. It's just the constant understeer through sector 3 just really kills the momentum, and it's really hard to get right.
You're not wrong. We've got Jetsy and Keeno, though, still battling for a position. Jetsy, he swung left, right, but it was covered off from Keeno. And Mash Barretto, though, still chasing down there in 6th place. But this has been a pretty decent lap battle. And I wonder if Jetsy can get his own back, but he is up against Keeno on the same tyres. So let's see. I think maybe Jetsy's used his a little bit hard, a little bit too quick, and that's going to be at his detriment. Let's see. No, he's losing a lot of time already. Mash Barretto is closing him in 3/10 the gap now between him and Jetsy. So I think he's going to have a go this time.
I think the Super Softs wear fairly quickly on this track, as I'm watching Blinks slowly creep up on the front too.
Yes, he is 1.2 seconds down. Let's see what Mash Barretto does. He's in 6th place, 4/10 off. He did get DRS. There's the activation line. But I think Jetsy also got it on Keeno, and that's helping him keep, well, Barretto at bay for now. Still the Chiz, 1.5 seconds behind Mash. So he's got no real contest there yet, but it's been a flurry of position changes down the back end. I don't know if you've been watching the arrows, constantly red and green arrows. Here goes a move from Mad Mickey on FNL1 Bambi. Bambi's got him covered though. Well, that's sorry, the Flying Eagle. Bambi's in behind him. I keep doing this every week. I always look at the. I don't know why. I don't know why. Because I don't think any game has the person in front behind them. So anyway, Flying Eagle now defending from Mickey. Now Kank. I thought Kank had left us, but he's here tonight, which is good.
No, so it's good to... He's still here, because he's leading at the moment.
Late braking from Mickey, right up behind the Flying Eagle. He's lucky to keep his front wings. He'll have DRS, but I think he's actually boosted Eagle slightly, because that gap's grown. DRS opens up into the braking zone again. Way too deep. And he's driving at the moment. It's going to cause him real heartache soon or later, because those front wings... Well, they're not going to be held on by much after that too many times. He's lucky that he hasn't lost them still.
Also, he's got a better line than Flying Eagle. As I say, he just understeers, but I think he's trying to get around at any means necessary at this point.
He does seem to be trying to do that, which...
And he should have a go up here. Yep.
He will. Oh, look at that! Oh, Flying Eagle come right in. He's flying right into the side of Mad Mickey, living up to his name. He was lucky. He got punted out wide, but he recovered. So there, he's now down into 10th. Mad Mickey can get on with his job now. I wonder how much longer we're going to see the super soft tyre runners out there for as well. 4 laps in
probably
at the moment.
Probably not too much longer, as Flying Eagle gets back up the inside of Mad Mickey with DRS.
And that is what DRS...
Overshoots a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that's a shame.
And crisscrossed.
Yeah, you got to adjust to that extra pace that you get from DRS.
Yep, as Mad Mickey himself runs wide.
It's Gerard, 30-second time penalty. So the stewards are out in action.
I think we have a couple of guys coming into pit lane at the moment. Looks like Jetsy and Mash Barretto.
There is some changing happening, yeah. Barretto's in, Jetsy's in. Zola's in as well.
Zola also, yep.
Still the cheers will go on. Blinks World continues, and Kank increases his lead on the field by 2.4, 2.5. He qualified 4th, but it doesn't seem to matter him. He's just got that extra race pace that no one else around him seems to be able to match. He's an absolute...
Blinks was gaining for a little bit, but it doesn't look like he's being able to keep the momentum. But as the tyres continue to fade, he'll probably sneak up by a 10th or 2 as the laps come.
He might be. And also thank you for following Chaos. It's good to have you along with us on Twitch. I'm sorry, the normal chat, the chat widget we use, guys, it's not working tonight. It's absolutely gone haywire. And if you type something in on YouTube, it repeats it 1 billion times, and it's a little bit off-putting. So it's turned off for now, and I'll try to get to the chat in a moment. But there's been so much action that I haven't really had a chance to do it. As we go back to the battle between Eagle and Zola now, the gap's only 4/10, so Zola's right inside that DRS zone, primed and ready to go. Here we go. Look how close he is. Dart out to the inside. New tyres as well. And looks like Zola's done the job. Eagle holds his line. Doesn't want to make any contact, and he doesn't. And Zola's off and going. I think even Eagle went a little bit too extra wide there on the braking as well. He's really struggling after that second DRS zone with the pace difference.
It does seem like that as Kank is in pit lane. Along with Keeno.
So we've got two of the top, got first and second in the Drivers' Championship in the pit lane right now. Now we'll go over the points with you. It's pretty close actually. Oh, and Kank just gets out.
Keeno got held up by, I think it was still the Chiz.
Yeah, it was.
Coming into his box.
Yeah, he's lost a little bit of time there. Keeno should be able to deal with it though. Here comes the traffic. Might actually hold Kank up. He comes into the... Oh, where is that other car? There was someone there. I think it was Mad Mickey.
Mad Mickey, yep.
He's giving him a wide berth. And, Keeno's all the way down to 6th. So Keeno lost a lot of time with the Chiz coming into the pit lane. That is just... Oh, that's just... I don't know. That's just a decision somewhere to come at the slightly a second later, and it's changed his race.
Yeah, probably the worst time you could probably have in pit lane.
It's just a game of inches. This is Zola up against Mad Mickey. Look at these two guys side by side. Zola's got the new wheels. He's getting them up the temperature. And he's done the job. Mad Mickey left in his dust now. And I think Zola would have got DRS as well because he was behind at the detection. So he gets to even open up the gap even more. Smart driving there. Off you go.
He'll like that. He'll be able to gain that bit of time on Kank, and if he can stay within it, might even get the next DRS zone if he can keep up.
Mad Mickey went wide, and Keeno comes right, raging through. And yeah, Mickey just some mistakes are just hurting his race a little bit here, which is not what you want at this stage. We're halfway through already. It's insane. All right, I can read the YouTube chat. So if there's anyone on Facebook, I'm getting there.
Be interested to see how long Blink stays out there for, because I haven't been looking at the intervals between the two, but I'd get the feeling that they'd be able to gain on him. And mind you, in P2 Swatter, I'm pretty sure has stopped because the lap 1 incident. So he's effectively P2, just depends how long he can hold on for.
Jetsy just chucks it up the inside, and Mickey's left just bewildered, stunned. It was a move, Ricardo-esque move, from all the way from downtown, and Jetsy's got it done nice and cleanly though, so well done. And guys on Facebook, thank you Axel as well. You're enjoying it from Puerto Rico, almost 7 a.m. You're up early, but hopefully just before you go to work. Scott Hawks is here from the F1, saying good luck to everyone. And Patrick from Les Karts on Facebook, from a little go-kart company, saying good race. Hope you're enjoying it, Patrick. Now, we've got the sprint after this. Keeno, 7/10 down. Flo, Bambi, Simo, they're still changing position, I think, because Simo's inside the pit lane. But yeah, there's still a real unknown. This top 5. Keeno just catching up to Jetsy now, so it's not going to be long, I think, before Jetsy... Sorry, Keeno up to Zola. Why do I do that every week? Can someone do a research paper on that? I do it every week. I look at the left-hand side with the leaderboard, and then I've got the one selected, and then I look and go, oh, the one in front of him, but then I use the number behind. It's Zola, not Jetsy. Anyway.
Also, I'll have to correct myself. I thought Swan had pitted lap 1, but it turns out he hasn't.
Yeah, that's...
so he still has to pit.
That's what I was going to do. I was going to show you the stops. Everyone stopped except Mad Mickey and Blinksfield and Swatter. So we've got 2 stops for Flo and Simo too. So there you go. That's where things sit in the pit stop world. Look at this little move from Keeno. He gets it done. Zola on the outside, up towards the first turn. He might even get the undercut. Oh, did that offline.
He tries.
And he got a penalty for it. We watched it happen. And yeah, he was playing a game, another game of inches here tonight. It's been about that in the pit lane and on track limits, and that's what happened. So Zola with a penalty for that.
This is one of those tracks that will strike you hard for the off tracks, especially for running wide, since it's just so easy to do at this place.
Oh yeah, well yeah, it is, because like you were saying it before, if you're offline for the entry of the first turn to the sequence, by the time you get to the 4th turn, you're so far offline, it's impossible to stay on the track sometimes. So you've really got to be delicate and have your racing line worked out. Now 10 positions gained since the start for Keeno. That's an incredible number to get. So good luck to him. Well, Swatter's got 13, but again, he hasn't pitted. So that's going to drop once he takes to the pit lane.
I noticed the gaps have been fairly stable across the top 3. So be curious to see what Blinks does or where he's actually going to drop out, because I'm not sure the delta time it takes to stop in this place.
Yeah, I'm not too sure of it either. Now, this is Rise giving chase to Mash Barretto. Barretto's just got his work full because there's 2 cars coming. Still the Chiz is involved in that. But Rise looks like he's got some pace to use. We were watching on board too when it happened. Look, there it is, out wide again. It's easy to do into that second to last corner. And yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of penalties applied once we finish 16 laps. So the positions they come across the line, it might not be what they finish up at. So we've got to be careful about that. But interestingly, last week, I don't think there was any steward inquiries for the last F2 race. Oh, we've lost Zola.
Oh, Zola's retired.
Zola's...
Yeah, this changes the game.
Where is Zola?
It's only a virtual safety car though.
So Zola's off
where
that
he's gone
S
off.
sequence somewhere. I can't see the car, but there must have been...
It's to the right. I think he's just lost it. Yeah, it was off camera, so it's hard to see. I was looking at the track map.
Yep, so Zola's
so
out.
He hooked the first turn, fine. Probably a bit too much curb on the right-hand part of it, and it just looks like it's just gone around.
It's a real shame too, because he was doing all right.
And back racing, and it looks like Blinks has made full advantage of that VSC, extending that gap by a couple of seconds. As I say that, it looks like it's just equalised.
It has. Yeah, the VSC can sometimes trick it up, but as they get back to racing pace, those gaps come back out to where they should normally be, if everyone's kept to their delta time properly. Now Rise is...
Swatter is down pit lane.
So there we go. So Swatter's taking his mandatory stop on lap 11. He's going to have some decent speed for the last couple of laps, though. Where will he come out?
I think in front of Jetsy.
So he's just inside the pit box now. There goes those.
Oh no,
purples.
okay. I correct that because I thought he was leaving his box. Didn't realise how far back it was. Probably behind this next group of 3.
It's going to be Mash Barretto Rise. It's been the most competitive group in the last dying stages of the race. Swatter wants to get ahead of Rise. Rise gets in.
Right in the middle.
Oh, no, he's being pushed even further back. Behind Swatter. Sorry, in behind Rise. And still the Chiz. So yeah, you're right. In the middle of it. So he's going to get a little bit of a pull along. Probably some DRS assist. He should be able to get it this lap. Swatter, he's down in 7th. Let's see how far he can get in the next 4 or 5 laps, because there's only 16 laps. We're on lap 11 already, so time is of the essence.
I feel like if he can get a top 4, he'll be extremely happy with that.
I'm sure he will. Turns in. This is where he should be able to get the good exit speed and be able to make the move on Rise with that DRS assist. He's got the wing open. I think Rise does too. Unfortunately for Swatter, he'll have a better braking zone though if he's got those tyres up to temp.
Oh, and Blinks is in pit lane. 10 laps on the medium tyre.
That's a decent amount of laps for Blinks. He's in first place at the moment.
It's going to be interesting because Kank and Keeno are battling right now.
And there's also the battle going on with Swatter trying to catch up. He's 2 tenths in behind Rise, and Rise has held his line well. I don't think Swatter's been able to use the advantageous grip through this last section of corners to his advantage. He gets the nose up the inside. Oh, into the braking of the second last corner. And coming up to the last corner now. Hopefully something can happen for Swatter's sake. Otherwise he'll be stuck behind Rise on 8-lap-old mediums. Here we go. He's a lot closer. This should be the moment he gets it done. I don't even think Rise is defending the move yet. Haven't seen any movement from Swatter. He hasn't tried something yet. That's interesting. He just stuck in and stayed there. He didn't want to do anything. He's a lot
Meanwhile,
closer.
we had Blinks who rejoined P3, only about a second behind the front two.
Oh, it's extremely close up the front. We'll have to have a look at it. This is Blinkswell.
Keeno is all over Kank at the moment, so it's going to be very tight.
Just as I dart away, Swatter gets the position over Rice. So we've missed that, but yeah, Swatter did eventually get that done. He's now ahead of Rise, so 6 for Swatter. But this is the battle for 1, 2, and 3.
This will be interesting now. Trying to break that toe.
Oh, it's his teammate too. Captain Keeno have the long way around. Kank bullies him out of track. And look at this. Here comes Blinks World. Oh, he's going to try to do the same thing. Incredible bit of racing.
He's going to pull it off.
Oh, that is masterful stuff. Masterful bit of racing.
Fantastic.
That's what we've come to see. We've come to see that. So Blinks World ahead of Keeno now. And Keeno... Keeno is second in the championship. Kank is first. They're only separated by 3 points. So Blinks World's chucked a spanner in the works.
Unfortunately, I think Blinks is going to eat Kank for breakfast here. Probably not in this straight, but in this next section, the overall grip. Actually, you might have a dive into turn 1 and see what Kank does.
Yeah, well, Swatter didn't.
Just lets it happen.
Yeah, Blinks. Yeah, that's...
Kank.
Oh, they almost touch. Blinkswell gets it done. So I think Kank's going to fall back into Keeno, and Blink's going to be just a distant memory. So now it's really between Kank and Keeno, up for second and third. This is awesome. This is going to be a fantastic finish. Look how close he is. Right up inside the back wing of Kank. And again, 3 points separate these two. Kank's the leader. We're on board with Keeno. He is second in this championship on 180. Kank's got 183. So Keeno really wants to finish ahead of him here. His teammate is already long gone. I think they're even outside DRS at the detection zone.
Yep. 1.4 seconds.
But it was DRS for Keeno. So Kank had nothing to defend with. I think he got a decent exit. Here we go, coming into the braking of turn 11. Oh, Kank didn't even try to defend that. I think he just wants to finish this feature. And Keeno's now ahead. So Keeno ahead of Kank. This is big for the championship as well. We still have the sprint race, but this is big for the championship. I must say, this has been a thoroughly enjoyable race tonight.
I think Kank realised that he could defend all he wants, but I'm pretty sure he's just used up all the grip that he had in his car. And I feel like it would have just been absolutely pushing too hard if he just tried his hardest to keep Keeno behind him for an extra 3 laps. Yeah, as Blink sets the fastest lap.
It is a long task, but Kank didn't even try and defend Keeno. Just let that one happen too. And they're on the same tyres, same tyre length as life rather. Look at the pace Keeno got out of there. Just gone like a SpaceX rocket.
And so his car's just looks to be just settled that bit better, able to hold on as Kank gets a 3-second, pretty much cementing their positions there. As Swatter makes a move for P4.
Yeah, Swatter's been on a charge, actually. Look at that, he's gotten around Jetsy. So as we're watching the top three, Swatter's managed to get up from 7th to 4th. So well done to Swatter. He's run out of time, unfortunately, to catch up to the top three. But if he had a few more laps, and it was a little bit of a longer distance, I think Swatter might have been able to make something of that.
Yeah, Kank would have been definitely in danger, but 10 seconds a gap at the moment. Just, a bit out of range, unfortunately, for Swatter.
Yeah, right now, definitely. Now, Rise looks like he's got some defending to do, because I think still the Chiz is right on his tail as we watch from his back wing. That's his actuator, so he had DRS trying to catch up to Mash Bretato, but couldn't make the move work this time round. So this is for 7th and 6th. Still the Chiz behind him in 8th. Oh, he's got the tighter line. Didn't quite work. Wasn't able to block Chiz's run. He's going to do another tighter line here. Different line for him. He's going to bully out Bretato. Bretato on the inside for the next one. As they come around it into focus. Still there. He's holding on. He might get this one into the second to last corner. And it is the blue, white and yellow of Rise. Ahead of Mash Bretato there. So, well done. Mash Bretato looks like he's struggling with tyres right now. Because still the Chiz has really closed the gap.
It's a good bit of driving there, be able to go 2 by 2 around there. Probably the wider part of the track, but still good to be able to go 2 by 2. And, big dive.
Oh, I've got to be careful there. Still the Chiz tucks it up on the inside at turn 1. But looks like he was okay with track limits. I hope everyone's been enjoying the race. I'm sorry I haven't been able to see the chat as often as I would. Zen saying, don't blink, you'll miss it. You will. Look at Blink already, 4.5 seconds ahead of Captain Keeno. He's just disappeared. Absolutely disappeared.
I think being on the ultimate strategy, I think really played a good role in just clean air for those number of laps. I think really just helped him cement that position.
Oh, it's done wonders for him. And he's done your strategy, BP. He's got the fast tyre at the end.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, if you can make it work for you at the start and be where you need to be, then the fast tyre at the end is definitely the way to go. You got lowering fuel levels.
Yeah, you just got to brave the start. That's all you got to do.
That's the risk you got to. Oh no, Mash Bretato did not make that at all. Oh, and he's even let still the Chiz around. So Chiz has got his spot into 7th, but he's got to hold it now for one more lap. We're on the penultimate lap, lap 15. And I think Blinksworld has got this, but there's still some spots up for grabs, especially in the midfield here. It's been these first feature race has flown on by, and the sprint race is probably going to go even quicker. And we've lost Zola on 4. We lost him on lap 4. Went off at the first bendy section, the snake.
Oh, disqualified.
Oh, Rice. Failed to
not using the compounds. Ouch.
Well, goodbye, Rice. That is him gone. Oh, Mash Bretato. Look at that. He had almost too much oversteer on the exit. So this race is really quieting down as we get to the end. But it has been Blinksworld's one to dominate. And he is 6.4 seconds ahead of his closest competitor and his teammate, Captain Keeno, who's ahead of the championship leader, Kank. And, well, I don't know. Does this put Keeno leading after this race in points?
No,
the 3 points different?
New points similar. The new point system, I believe so.
So, if Captain Keeno can stay ahead of Kank in the sprint as well, he'll be leading the championship after round 5. So we're still not there though, but he is leading. Live points as it is right now. He's leading over this man, Kank, who's in 3rd. He's fought hard, but the super soft at the end has not worked out the same way it's worked for Swatter and, Kank's on mediums. Again, it must be the way the interface looks or something between different games.
It must be.
Yeah, that must be the only reason I make that mistake. Blinkswell crosses the line, first checkered flag. Captain Keeno gets second, and then it's Kank. There's the line for him. He'll see the checkered flag for third. And Fly Swatter, super soft. It worked for him because he went from down about 7th all the way to 4th after his pit stop. Then it's going to be Jetsy and Steal the Cheers. Let's see where these penalties work these guys out, though. Steal the Cheers. Moves down. Retardo goes up. Peter's coming through. He's probably going to sit there in 8th place. Cozzo down in 9th.
He's not going to be too happy with himself with that one.
Yeah, he did well in the qualifying, but just wasn't able to finish it off in the race. And I don't know if it was Cozzo's involved in that first turn incident we had with Simo and Jetsy.
No, I don't believe he was involved in that one. I think it was lap 2 or 3. But speaking of that incident, I think Swatter was involved in that one. And so Swatter's done a good job from that, assuming he was in it, to P4, as well with Simo being involved with Cosso to make it back to 10th after seeing him earlier in last place.
Yeah, so the final few cars now get across the line. I was saying before we lost Zola, there were no steward inquiries last week for F2. I think there's going to be some this week, though. There was
Might be a few.
There was a lot happening in those opening rounds, and Flying Eagle's going to come through in 14th, and Gerard finishes in 15th. But it was Blinkswell who was miles ahead of everyone, and he's won this one from the front. Well, we've got the sprint race coming up, and don't forget as well, guys, if you haven't already, F1 2020 is out in a few weeks.
And still can't pre-order on PS Store, but that's okay.
No, you should never pre-order. Never. I don't even care if we're all going to play F1 2020. You should never pre-order. That is my philosophy. There's your podium. So you're going digital, I'm assuming.
Yeah, of course. Pretty much every game I buy is digital, so yeah.
So you'd be a fan of the digital PS5 then, I imagine?
Yep, that's what I'm going for.
So, yeah, there it is. F1 trials coming up. There's gold, silver, bronze leagues for that. So, if you'll fit somewhere in those, so you can try it for the one that you're most comfortable with. Go for all 3 if you want. But all skill levels welcomed. And join the Discord. Link for that is in the description down below. So, we'll have more on that a little bit later. But there is your feature race results. Fastest lap there from Blinkswell to 1:48. Just blitzing
No
everyone.
penalties.
Yeah, no penalties, and that's why he's won. That is not a surprise. So, and then it was Keeno ahead of Kank, which means Keeno now leads. So we've got the sprint race coming up. Should be a lot of fun.
Didn't say what the weather's going to be, but I'm going to assume it's going to be sunny.
So am I. Sean Smith on Facebook says Rise changed from super soft to medium but failed on compounds. I'm not sure what happened there either, Sean. I thought he did change.
I think that the virtual safety car, I'm not sure what the game's got involved, but sometimes when you do it on the virtual safety car, it doesn't count for some reason. But yeah, it's a painful thing because it's caught a couple of guys out, and well, to be fair, they changed compounds. It should be allowed, but yeah, it's just a painful thing.
It is painful. Now, if you haven't seen the track, this is the track map. It's 5.5 kilometers, 20 turns, and you can see there's all the DRS zones, detection 1 and detection zone 2 for those. And the elevation, look at that, up into turn 1. It means the braking zone's a little bit shorter, but they've got to be careful in the opening of the race. So they're doing the formation lap now.
Yes, Peter's in pole position.
Peters will be. It'll be Peters, the Chiz, Retardo, Jetsy, Swatter, Kank, ahead of Keeno, Blinkswell. So the top 8 reversed for the sprint race. There's 11 laps, so I'm looking forward to this one. And
yeah, it'd be interesting to see if there's any safety cars mid-race to see what people do.
Shane William Newman, hello from Newey. Good, welcome along, Shane. if you buy an F1 2020 and you got on the PS4, got a new league starting up for F1 2020. New way of doing it. Gold. If you don't use assists, and it's going to be simulation damage. It's our top tier league. You can try out for that. Otherwise, if you just use some of the assists with simulated damage, you can go for silver. But if you're still learning the ropes, you're still on controller, or you just got a wheel and you're not quite comfortable yet, go for the bronze league. They'll probably run about 7 rounds, I think. I don't think that's been confirmed, but going off what we do, probably 7 rounds. So after 7 rounds, if you're good enough, you can get promoted up if that's what you want. So try out. Discord link in the description for that. And I'm really looking forward to starting that new system. Custom Teams League, Shane. I don't know, because I don't know how that works yet. I'd imagine maybe some people that have done the beta know how it works, but without having the game ourselves and having played around with the new modes and stuff, we can't really confirm and work on that yet. But there will be an F1 2020 league, which I know you, VP, will be looking forward to. How long does it take you to adjust from 19 to from an old to a new game?
It really does depend from game to game. I'd say from 2018 to 2019, probably not that much. Games are pretty similar, minus a couple of setup things got to adjust. But 19 to 20 is a pretty big differences. The car's been changed a bit, updated more, and especially with the driver feedback, it's probably going to be a bigger learning curve to get used to those cars.
Bigger learning curve, eh? Well, that's just going to mean more action for us, I think.
It should.
And that's what we want. All right, guys, we've got the sprint race coming up. Let's see what Peters can do from the front. He's got still the Chisholm behind. Here we go. Red lights, green flag, holding. Hopefully they fix this in 2020, and we're racing. That was a decent start from Peters, because Chiz got bogged down, and I think Kank's going to get his way forward pretty quickly. He's up into the middle of 2 cars already. Keeno.
Oh, here we go.
Oh no, Simo's going to be involved in another lap 1 incident. Slowing down there for Flying Eagle. They squeezed each other into that first turn. There's so much room on the outside, but everybody wanted to get onto the apex.
Everyone wants that apex. Everyone wants the apex.
They certainly did. Because moves his way forward. Look at the car streaming through. I think that's either Keeno or Blinks off the track.
Blinks.
It's easy to do for offline. But we've got all 17 cars right now filing forward. And Captain Keeno right on the tail of Kank at the moment. And Kank is quick at the start. He's one to watch. He definitely gets a lot of spots. Yellow flag, I think. Mad Mickey's. Oh yeah, we've had a big accident with Mad Mickey and Gerard spinning around. So those two, looks like they were involved in a bit of a tangle. From the front, though, it's Peters, Chiz and Pritado. They've managed to hold their spots. Kank's on the way forward. Keeno is not going to let him disappear, though. He's staying with him. Flo's been given a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. That is Jetsy. And Blink's World. It was Kozo as well, trying to go 3 wide with these guys. He's in the pink Delara. Look how close Kank is to Swatter. This is a good start.
Kozo's really getting the back end out.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Kozo's down in 9th. So there is no mandatory pit stop this time. Chazy Dane, welcome. Sorry I haven't seen the chat from Twitch much tonight. Usually I have the chat up, but it is glitched out again. Sorry, I don't know what's happening. Hopefully I'll get it fixed. But look at this. This is Kank in hot pursuit of Swatter. Oh, he went inside, then he went outside. I think Swatter sort of had already taken his line to defend. Keeno!
And Keeno.
Straight through.
Door was left wide open for Keeno, and he took the opportunity when it arose.
That's what you need to do. Kozo is nice and tight now to Jetsy. Looks like Kozo might have an opportunity. He had a little bit of extra pace. Oh no.
Oh, we have a car around.
Is it Eagle?
Looks like Flying Eagle. No, it doesn't look like any damage that I can see from this camera angle. And off the walls.
KSA from Mixer, welcome. It's good to have you along, KSA. Now we're in the sprint race tonight, as we've already had the feature event. Jetsy holds off Kozo well. And this is just DRS for Kozo, let's see.
I think that's the next lap. It'll be interesting to see what happens when that becomes available, because they're pretty compact.
They are at the moment. Kozo cut a lot of that corner there, almost took out the side of Jetsy, but did not touch him. Blinksworld's there too. There's a lot of little trains of 3 going around this track. There's 1 of 4 just ahead, but Peters, he's still got the lead, which is awesome. So the reverse.
Yeah, I believe Peters got some speed, and now he's got clean air. So I think he should be able to hold this, but we'll see what happens when DRS is available at the back straight during this lap, as Peter does the fastest lap.
He does, 151 at the moment. Now Kozo, he went wide coming into that last turn. He's chasing Jetsy. This is for 7th. Up the hill, look at that. A lot later than what Jetsy did. I think he's got ahead. Jetsy's still there, side by side. Down the hill they come. And they've got to watch for Blinksworld too. He almost got his nose amongst it all. But Jetsy still leads that little pack. There's a lot happening ahead too. With Keeno on the tail of Swatter, who's also chasing Brittado. And I think that's actually slowed down Brittado, because Chiz and Peters looks like they're starting to build themselves just a little bit of a buffer zone now.
It looks to be that way as Swatter dives down the inside. Oh, he backs out of it.
Left, Swatter went even further to the left, searching for more road.
I can feel that wheel spin then.
It's easy to do.
Oh, here we go, down the back straight.
Look at the DRS. It's on and on for everyone. And Swatter, he's got Keeno. Oh, look at that, he's popping the line. Brittado gets in. Oh, look at that. That's run Keeno so wide. And that's going to give Kank the opportunity, and it does. Oh, Kank almost got the spot back. This is for the championship lead as well.
And he's done it.
So at the moment, if it was to finish right now, I think Kank would finish on top of the championship after round 5. So Keeno and Kank, they're locked in a championship battle now. And it's amazing that they've been behind each other this entire race, from the feature to the sprint.
If Keeno could pull off that move, it would have been an almighty move, zigzagging and taking 2 spots in one straight.
It almost worked. DRS again though down this front straight. Let's see how this changes things up. Keeno gets on it. Kank gets on it.
I believe Kank doesn't have his DRS open yet. I think Kank may have a failure.
He didn't have it open, you're right. It was closed shut, and he had it. He had it to use.
He may have a failure.
Good eye, BP. You're definitely on the ball with that one. Keeno chasing. Oh, this is awesome stuff. Lap 4 of 11.
Sector 3.
I think that might be Eagle again.
I think that's it's Gerard, as the front wing flies up over the cockpit.
Well, there you go.
And he's in pit lane.
Oh, there we go. So he's in.
Looks like Peters has been able to stretch the lead just over, as Bambi's around, I think. Maybe he's got a slow exit. There's a yellow flag, but he's away.
Oh, Jetsy's being swamped down in 9th place. Kozo gets around him. Simo's almost on him. With DRS, this could be a big game changer. Jetsy darts left. Kozo stays on his line. Simo pulls them in. Onto braking. Can he pull it up in time? He can. Changing everywhere. Kozo's ahead. Jetsy falls behind. Simo didn't get anything out of that. He'll be spewing. But the opportunities just disappeared on him. Here comes Jetsy once again. He got a decent exit. And the cut back, the switch over. Wheels spinning. There's a lot happening.
These boys are trying to get these cars off the corners as quick as they can. You can really see them struggling in the rear.
Oh, definitely. You can see the rears want to go. They're right on the limit of that.
A little bit wide.
Yeah, Yep.
And the 3 seconds for Kank. That's not good.
No, and Keeno's ahead of him too.
I'm 99% sure. I'm pretty sure his DRS has failed. It may come back to him at the end. As I think Bambi is around again.
Bambi is not having a fun time at COTA.
Yeah, he's lucky reversing then not to get disqualified, because it happens pretty easily on this game.
Now Simo, he's got Zola right there with him, and I think Zola wants to get through. He looks like he's an impatient person right now. Just looked a little bit quicker than Simo, but I think Simo's got it back through the exit of that sector. Let's see what Zola detection. He did. He was within a second. That was the detection line. He should get DRS down here. Simo will have it on Jetsy. Look at the back end go of Simo. That's going to hurt him because that's going to put Zola right in the attack zone. Simo luckily had DRS. He'll use it to defend, but look at this. Zola got a much better exit, and that's helping him out immensely. Simo comes to the inside to defend. Zola's going to try and get around the long way. Might get him back in and under. Not right now, but Zola has definitely closed the gap on Simo now.
As I see, Swatter has made a position change at the P2. I think still the Chiz has made an error, and Swatter has fully capitalised on it.
Big Kozo too. Jetsy and Kozo again swapping positions momentarily. So this from 8th to 11th is not settled. We're on lap 6 now. A little bit wide for Simo there. He's got to be careful. Let's see what Kozo can do on Jetsy. He's going to want to get his own back here. DRS. Jetsy immediately to the inside to defend. He wants that apex. Doesn't want to give.
Oh, Keeno, 3 seconds.
All right. Well, it's back on and it's on and it's back and equal between Keeno and Kank then.
He tried to make a move on Mashfredo and just cut it a bit too fine.
And Jetsy and Kozo again swap spots. Then Jetsy gets back ahead. Great bit of racing here at COTA. It's definitely shown what these guys are made of.
Keeno off the inside.
There's been some incredible action through the field, all the way through the field actually. There's lots happening. So much that we can't cover it all, unfortunately. Here comes Kozo. But again, I think Simo's going to try and get Zola here. There are so many cars converging on this lot now. It's going to become just a traffic jam shortly.
Oh, Bambi's out. Virtual safety car.
VSC. Oh, I don't think Simo got the overtake in time. So he has to slot in behind Zola, and there's a wasted DRS opportunity. So back. Yeah, what have you been noticing?
Unfortunately, they're at the wrong part of the track. If they were, I don't know, another 500 meters further up the road, they could have taken the opportunity to put some super softs on. But I think they're just a bit too far away. And it's been noticing. I've just been watching Kank, and I'm nearly 100% certain his DRS is gone. Sadly for him, and it looks to be pretty frustrating.
It does. A few of the guys getting back up to racing now. Let's see how this lot deal with it. Watching Mas Bratado behind Keeno, Kank, and Blinksworld. I think Kank was on the ball because he's managed to gain a bit of time with Bratado to come up into the first turn on lap number 7.
His DRS looks to be back.
Well, that's going to be a relief to Kank because Keeno's getting away. Now, I've seen your message there, Shane, about the Licensed League. We'll look into it. But at the moment, I would probably say no to that, just from what you're mentioning. There's a lot of variables to that. And in league racing, there's a lot of people that don't always turn up, unfortunately. So we usually get more than we need, so there's always reserve drivers, but I think that would mean there's so much that could go wrong. But we'll definitely look into it. Once we become more comfortable with the F1 2020 system, I'm sure we will. But back to this racing. Kank 2/10 off Mash Britado here, and he's going to get it with DRS. That has magically come back to him. Oh, Britado!
Oh. I think trying that bit too hard to hold into the spot there, but doesn't look like any damage was done.
Yeah,
and Blinks takes full advantage.
Yeah.
Blinks looks like full advantage.
He did, because Britado lost 2 spots instead of 1, so he ran a little bit too hard. But Blinks doesn't want to give Kank the spot. Blinks has really got some pace tonight. Looks like he likes this truck a lot. It's suited to his style.
Does seem to be that way. As we close in the final couple of laps, look at the leader. It's closed by about 2/10 this lap. It's 1.2 seconds now as I speak it. So these last few laps, Swat is going to be hungry.
He will be. Blinks is hungry too. He's got DRS on Kank. Closes in the man ahead of him with the braking zone, but isn't able to do anything with it right now. We're on lap 8 of 11.
Peters 3 seconds.
Peters is at the front. Oh, that means he's net second with that penalty.
I'm not sure I saw Swatter get anything, so he may have this under wraps. Swatter won't know, but Swatter may have this.
Yeah, we're just watching Simo. There's a real battle raging on down the back half of the field from 10th place. Zola just ahead of them too. Let's see what happens down this second DRS zone, if there's any changes. Flo looks quick. Simo though, let's see what he can do. The Flying Eagle, 3-second time penalty. It's not going to worry him too much. He's down almost at the back end of the grid at the moment. Flo X has Rise on his tail. Rise will want to get a point out of this because of that disqualification in the first round, which again, Bambi's out. Oh, he's already gone. I don't really understand what happened to Rise, and I don't think many people watching did either. But I
think it's just a thing to do with the virtual safety car.
Now Zola, he was going very slow there, wasn't he? He's lost a few spots.
Close.
Let's have a look at the replay. See if we can't just keep an eye on Zola. He's ahead of Simo here. Zola just ahead of Simo. Oh, he got the back end out. That's what happened. And he lost
Keeno makes a move.
3 spots out of that one.
Keeno has made his way up to 3rd position.
Oh, Rise goes.
And a bit of a gap.
Rise ran deep, and Zola is going to get it back. He gets the back end flicked out. Rise runs wide. So Zola gets the 10th spot. But it was a good little battle there between these guys for 10th and 11th place. There's a lot happening. So Kank and Blink still going at it. Keeno now 1 car ahead of Kank, with still the Chiz in the middle of them, but I think Kank's going to make that one history. Because Kank wants to move on forward. He wants to
Swatter now has DRS.
So does Kank. And there it is, it flicks open. He's gone across and given Chiz just enough room to breathe as he takes 4th spot away from him.
Nicely done.
And that's how you do it here at COTA. Now Swatter is technically leading this race.
He won't know that, but yeah, it probably will seem that way. But Swatter's definitely still going to want to try and get around him.
Yeah, Peters' back marker gets out of the way, and here comes Peters and Swatter. Swatter will cement the position, hopefully this time round.
Probably not this time, but I'll be looking at that back straight. Fastest lap Kank. There we go.
Different lines there. Peters very slow on the exit. And that's given Swatter an opportunity to close the gap even further and puts him on the front foot coming into this second DRS zone after Sector 1. We're on the penultimate lap. Kank, Keeno right in behind each other at the moment now. 5/10 only separates these two. Keeno leading the championship, and he'll cement that position by staying ahead of Kank for this and the next lap if he can do it. Kank will not want that to happen.
Watch this.
Oh, Gerard, 10-second time penalty. I think he's getting them out of way of everyone, that's why. Here we go. This is for the lead though. Swatter. Oh, Peters was blocking the run. And Keeno stays ahead of Kank for this time round. Still the Chiz and Blinkswell. Blinkswell with the inside line. He gets him. And Chiz has fallen to 6th. And Jetsy also on the back foot. Simo gets around. Zola moving forward ahead of Rise. That DRS zone changing a lot that last lap. Well, it's easy to say that I think Swatter's going to win this sprint, but I really couldn't pick it in the midfield right now. It is all over the place. I don't think when we get across the line next lap, what you're seeing on the left will stay the same. There's going to be a lot changing this last lap. This is Zola, just ahead of Rise. And Rise will be one to get inside that top 10 because he knows he's only got this last lap to go. Kozo gets a 3-second. Brady, this is PS4, my friend. Oh, he goes to turn in, but Zola's there. Oh, look at the exit he gets. Rise. Almost got the perfect exit, but he scraped up against Zola, and I think he lost a bit of pace. The chase is on, though. Oh, 3 seconds for warning, so that really puts him out of that fight. So we go back up to the more front end. Kank, Keeno. This is the battle for the championship. Oh, he got the back end out. Yeah, that hurts. That hurt Kank then. That really hurt him.
He had the chance then.
He definitely did have the chance then, but it was just a little bit too tempting to put that accelerator pedal down a little bit too soon. And there wasn't just enough grip. But he's held that gap well, because look at this. Keeno's going to be in all sorts of trouble, sandwiched in between Peters and Kank now.
Brady, Keeno do?
Let's see what he can do.
Oh, Kank around the inside. Oh, that's close.
Almost. Blinkswell. Can Blinkswell change things up?
Oh, Keeno, 3 seconds right there and then.
Well, I don't know. Does Kank have a 3-second? Probably not.
I think he does, but we'll find out in a second.
We will. This is how things are going to finish. It's going to be a win for Swatter, and I think Peters might fall backwards because he has a 3-second, but so does... Oh, Kank's up to third.
Kank climbs over top.
Well, what an ending. Keeno falls to 4th. Chiz. And then it's Mashed Potato. Blinkswell fell all the way to 7th. Penalties really hurting him. Jetsy. Rice goes up ahead of Zola. Kozo 11th. And then it's Simo. Floex 13th. Flying Eagle. And then it'll be Mad Mickey and Gerard. Well, what a race that was. That was awesome.
A good job to Peters holding off the boys and really coming at him at the end. And obviously a good job to Swatto, who was able to work his way from, I think he started about P6 or around the middle of the top 8 somewhere. And has managed to climb his way to the top.
Certainly has. It has been just non-stop action from the first race to the second. It has been so good. Now don't forget, again, if you just joined us, FNL1 eSports, we've got F1 trials for F1 2020 on the PS4. The most professional F1 league in Oceania. If you want to join, the Discord link down below the video, wherever you're watching from. If you can't find it, just hit me up with a message later on. But gold, silver, bronze, all the league and all the levels of players are welcome. And but Swatter will take this win. And I think, Brady, you're asking, do I stream for free or money? I stream for free, my friend. I stream for free. Alrighty, well, that was unexpected everywhere. I did not expect COTA to put on such a show, but it did, and I'm glad I was glad I was here for that one.
Yeah, it became a good track for once. Yeah, and the penalties when the pack's bunched up can really change things, as we can see with Kank managed to get a podium out of that.
He did. Let's have a look at we'll have a look at the old points going into the new points in just a moment. But this is the podium. Swatter on the top spot. He'll be very happy with that. Now you're driving here tonight. You're driving here tomorrow in the F1s.
Yeah, for the F1 tomorrow. Here as well.
Now the boys are talking in chat already, and they're saying they've never been covered in so much sweat. There was a lot of hard work out there by a lot of the drivers.
Yeah, the third, especially the third sector, will really test you to just get you turning right, especially when you're in a pack. To brake at the right point, turn at the right point, so make contact, and yeah, it's pretty hard work, especially in an F2 car.
You're not wrong. Now the fastest lap was to Kank, that one, 1:49.9, and he got third. It was Swatter, Peters, Kank, Keeno. Penalty put him behind Kank, and then it was Cheers Britado, and then Blinks, who lost 2 spots, also with penalties. Mash Britado did well, didn't get a penalty at all that second race.
No, and that managed to climb him back over Blinks.
He certainly did. That pretty much ends what we have for you tonight. Don't forget, we've got the F1 tomorrow, so don't miss out on all the action there. We're at Circuit of the Americas as well, and I'm looking forward to watching that. BP, you and Hawks, who's going to win?
Yep.
Who's quicker around here between you and Hawks, your teammate?
Not too sure. I wasn't here last time. I was away last time with the race here. Hawks has been busy, real life stuff, moving house and stuff, so don't think it's done too much time. So honestly, can't really tell you at this stage. We'll find out tomorrow. We will indeed. Brady, can I stream on it? I can definitely stream on European servers, but it's at a stupid time for me because I'm in Australia. But if you want to talk to me, just message me on Facebook if you got it, or Discord. There's a Discord link in the video description. You can chat to me there off stream. But yeah, again, guys, thank you very much. Thanks, BP, for coming along, and all the F2 guys for racing. I know that was a very hard task, but they put on an awesome show, and I know the F1 tomorrow will do the same. So bring it on. Yeah, good job to all those that gave it their all tonight. Definitely. And yeah, don't forget, if you do live in Oceania, New Zealand, you know what Oceania is, and you're going to have F1 2020 on the PS4, make sure you join the Discord and you sign up for any of those 3. You can sign up for all 3 if you want, so you're more than welcome to do that. But that pretty much ends it from here. That means, I think, once we get the points updated, I think Kank's on top. It's going to be by a couple of points. It's going to be very close. Very close, but I think Kank may hold it. I think he will. Rise just getting in the Twitch saying worst DQ ever. You're not wrong, Rise. I don't know why you were DQ'd. Incredibly odd. We'll have to have a look at that. Thank you, V Webby, for following. Unfortunately, I've joined at the end of the thing. Don't forget, guys, if you are new and watching, we're on Facebook, Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. More racing action tomorrow night with the F1, so you don't miss that. Make sure you hit the follow or the subscribe. And if you liked what you watched, chuck that like thing a hit. Or if you didn't like it, you can hit dislike. That's totally fine. That will end it, though. So don't forget. Websites, demo1garage.com, FNL1esports.com, Discord in the link, and thank you, BP. But good luck tomorrow, and yeah, all good. Thank you, and good night, guys. We'll talk later.